Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading about a breakup. The channeled song would be from Adele, Someone Like You. Specifically, the part where she says, I'd hoped you'd see my face and be reminded that for me, it isn't over. Um, because we've got death in the reverse. There's a sense here that even though there's been an ending, it's not like the actual ending. So, let's call in spirit and have a little bit of wood chime time. It's so delicate. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Monday if you're watching this the day that I posted. I think we'll start with the Tattoo Tarot to get a little bit more information here for you. Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. So this makes me feel like somebody, based on conversations between you and your person, somebody feels like they don't have the they don't have the ability to be open and honest with you. Hi there, Voodoo. How are you doing? So somebody feels like they have to kind of hold something back and not be honest here, or not necessarily rehash something, right? There's a sense of kind of like hopelessness here. Hi there, Mountain Girl. Hello there, Nancy, sorry. So I think we've got somebody trying to figure out what they should be doing with their feelings. Especially if you know that song by Adele, you know that it's a little bit like part accepting that things are over and simultaneously feeling like maybe it's not necessarily over. Kind of like a hoping that maybe someone like you comes along, or maybe, somebody changes their mind. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Three of Pentacles. So honestly, when I see the Nine of Cups in the reverse, I often see, selfishness or greed, somebody who doesn't necessarily think of other people. But I think with this particular combo, what I see is somebody who just wanted to have some time to themselves. Maybe there isn't necessarily a lack of love in this situation, but I think somebody needed to do something on their own or live on their own. This could be somebody who has felt like they've been serial monogamist, not really experienced life as a single person. It feels to me like somebody just needed to have some time to themselves. Page of Swords in the reverse. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you have been a little bit hesitant to share things on social media, maybe been a little bit distant. We might see the Hermit come out because I do feel like we've got somebody who feels like they've gone through a lot of loss with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as a result of the connections they've been in or the love that they've had. So it's kind of like a retreat and lick your wounds kind of feeling, but I do feel like there is still emotion on both sides. It's just kind of like I have accepted that I need some separation right now, that somebody maybe needs some healing, or both parties need to have some healing, right? So we have the Knight of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Interesting, because I feel like somebody's learned a lesson because of the separation, or because, absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing. And that it's like, I want to go, I want to rush in, I want to go, I want to say something, but I don't know if I should. And with the Six of Pentacles being here, I think somebody has realized that they had, not really given their all to a situation, and that if they want to have a renewal or reconciliation here, it's going to have to be something that offers that equal give and take that was missing from the, first round or second round, whatever it was. Seven of Swords. I don't really like this card. Yeah, I think somebody is lying to themselves in terms of how they feel or what they want because they know they can't have what they want. That is an interesting combo. So quite often I would see these two as very similar energies, right? Because this, both of them basically imply that there's a decision to be made. The Lovers may be a more serious or more difficult decision to make. But with the Two of Swords in the reverse, it kind of feels to me like somebody already knows that the decision has been made. Almost like, I want to find a way to reconcile, but I know that the other person in this equation is not interested in that, right? Very similar to that Adele song. So I have a choice, but I don't really have a choice. And keep in mind too, with the snakes on the Lovers card, snakes can symbolize trickery or dishonesty, just like the Seven of Swords, but they can also represent healing. So I feel like in this situation, someone is acknowledging that it's probably for the best that they hold back what they're feeling, or maybe even kind of bury the idea that they're still in love or still want something to work in this relationship, because they know that healing and growth has to happen probably on both sides before they can really make something work. So it feels like a pretty mature way to look at this, even though somebody is upset over the breakup. Here we have that Two of Cups in the reverse again. And it's coming out with the Devil in the reverse. It's always nice to see the Devil in the reverse because this is somebody who has figured out that there was codependency or some kind of fear that needed to be addressed, because whatever this codependency or fear was, it was making it difficult for somebody to create change in their life. It feels to me like it was codependency in particular for this relationship. Let's grab some from the situation stack. You guys probably know by now, it's one of my favorites. And let's get a little more information on this breakup. Oh, really? So the Knight of Wands card that we're clarifying here from the Tattoo Tarot can sometimes have the implication of a player, right? Somebody who can't really commit to a situation because they're looking for the next best thing. They get distracted by shiny things, by, new and exciting things. And when we have the Nightlife card coming out to clarify the Knight of Wands, it does definitely give me a vibe of somebody who was a little bit too surface level, maybe even trying to ignore some of the problems that they didn't want to deal with. And remember, I did call out that codependency could be the issue. We could have a breakup here because somebody needs to deal with an addiction. Hi there, Lori. Hi, Cherry. Christina. I try every now and then to call you Cherry. It just doesn't work for me. Somebody kind of needed to lose the relationship to understand just how big of a problem they were avoiding. So this feels to me like somebody that was trying to ignore that this part of their life needed some healing, or this part of their routine needed to be adjusted. And now that they have had this breakup, it's really underscoring for them what they have been trying to ignore. With denial clarifying the Six of Pentacles, there's a sense here that we have, honestly, it kind of feels like you get what you give, a lesson wasn't going to be learned here until something was lost as a result of the thing that needs to be dealt with. Hi there, Royce. How are you doing? Easy for me to say, huh? Yeah, honestly, you know who I think of, don't you? All right, so we have wish, hope, praying, yearning. This is clarifying the Seven of Swords. And it still kind of supports that idea that somebody is covering up or kind of minimizing the idea that they're still hopeful that things can get reconnected or that this love can come back together. But I don't know, I kind of get the vibe that maybe somebody was a little bit too invested in things that stroke their ego. For some of you, this could be somebody who was in a relationship that they, wanted to be in, but they couldn't let go of the dating apps. They couldn't let go of flirting with people because they needed that external validation. For others of you, this could be somebody who was lying about what kind of relationship they wanted. Maybe somebody said, "Oh, I'm okay if you want an open relationship," and then they really weren't. That jealousy reared its ugly head, and then they needed to change something up, right? Hi, Jaya Sankar. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Peggy. How's it going? And Miss Joanna. Warriors in the house, indeed. So we have grip in the reverse. This is like if you've ever watched an episode of Intervention when they say that you're enabling somebody. I think the end of this relationship or this breakup has really fleshed out for somebody the work that they have cut out for them, the healing that they need to be addressing. I'm using the word healing, and remember I talked about the snake representing healing, right? If you are a doctor or a nurse, you probably already know about that. Hi, Miss Brianna. How are you doing? Oh, it's quite the party this morning. It's almost like you guys don't want to deal with like work or something. Just kidding. I love you guys. So we've got Alien, Journal, and Bounty Hunter. Alien is a card that often represents that intuition or that spiritual connection, maybe, telepathy, getting signs via music or your dreams. And then with journal there, I feel like there's a sense here that somebody knows they need to create something. How do I say this? They need to take the signs that they are getting seriously, and then they need to do something concrete. Like they actually have to make a change here that demonstrates that they are listening or that they have heard this message, right? But we also have bounty hunters. So for some of you, this is a situation where somebody didn't put enough effort into a relationship and then learned a lesson about codependency, and now they have to demonstrate that they're willing to put in more effort. So if somebody was always trying to make the relationship work and their partner was just kind of like meh about it, that meh person is now learning that they need to probably put more effort in if they want to save this, right? Maybe. You're funny. Hi, Leah. How are you doing? Ooh, that's nice. I love it. I like it, Voodoo, especially if it's a Monday, long weekend, accidental long weekend, right? Good stuff. All right. So, dang, you guys, we got another Two of Cups in the reverse. This is definitely a reading about a breakup. And it's coming out with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, we did get the Three of Pentacles in the upright, and now it's in the reverse. So I feel like this is somebody realizing that putting in more effort doesn't change the problem when the problem is, or doesn't improve upon the problem when the problem is that other person isn't putting in any effort. You can't put in 150% and make things work in a relationship when your partner is only putting in 25 or 50%. That's just not going to make it work. And we do have somebody that was in denial here. Somebody who really wanted to make this relationship work, but you can't continually give and give and give and give and give and expect to feel good about this relationship. There's a realization here that if you're not going to put in your, 100%, 50%, whatever you want to call it, then, be honest about that. Don't keep telling me you want to prioritize this relationship when I can tell by your actions that you're not, I like it, Voodoo. I support that as well. And that's all right, Christina. So, Page of Wands clarifying the hope or wish. I think there's communication coming in. So there could be a second chance coming around for this relationship, but it's only going to be an option for those that have actually worked to deal with this codependency issue or address whatever the devil in the upright would have been, because if we have the devil in the reverse, that implies that somebody here has acknowledged what needed to change for them to have a more authentic or healthy connection or life. Ten of Swords in the reverse. I think for some of you, we might have another interested party. There may be some healing that happens as a result of a new connection. What's that saying? The quickest way to get over somebody is to get under somebody new. I don't really subscribe to that, but I think this might be more of like the flirty idea, right? Like, I know I still have feelings for this relationship that didn't go well, but it's easier for me to accept that that has ended because I have found what I really want in a partner and a new person, and it's kind of exciting, right? Like I get a little bit of a giddy vibe here. Hi, Miss Amelia. How are you doing? I like a Jason card. And the Seven of Wands in the reverse kind of makes me feel like somebody tried to make their partner or their ex feel responsible for their depression or their disappointment, their frustrations. And I think part of the healing process here for one of these individuals was acknowledging that is not my burden. That is not my responsibility. You need to learn to help yourself, right? All right, Christina, I'm going to assume that that's a sexy store. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if there's one in my area. I should probably check that out. But when I was moving, I was really stoked to find I had these like punch cards that give you a discount at one of those stores. And I was like, dang, so that's a lot of stamps. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, and if anyone's wondering, adult toys, we're talking about like, Barbies and what are those army thingies? G.I. Joes? Just kidding. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. I think somebody here was getting signs or feeling pretty strong intuition in terms of what they needed to do regarding the decision about the breakup. And when they heeded this advice, they noticed a pretty significant shift in terms of things going their way. So this feels to me like somebody paying attention to their intuition, realizing that they needed to make a change, and then immediately seeing almost like a pat on the back from the universe, like, you listened to us, good work. How about a nice little free cocktail or a free bike? Maybe you just want to get like a bonus that you weren't anticipating at work. There's something here about being a little bit like, was that the universe giving me a high five? I wasn't expecting that, like a little bit of a frosting on the cake kind of situation. So we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And we have Two of Cups in the reverse, Bounty Hunter. As far as what we're clarifying, all underneath the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. somebody here didn't demonstrate or show how they felt about somebody, and that is why they have lost a lover. The person who has been broken up with is now feeling like they have to do the most to get this back, right? Well, that was rude of the tornado, Christina. Oh no, Mountain Girl's deleting her messages. What did you say? Rejection is protection. How's it going, Dina? Hope you're doing well. Free bike. What a weird thing for me to say, right? But I would be totally stoked on that too. So we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Swords. Remember, we had the Two of Swords in the reverse up here. I like to see the Two of Swords in the reverse because it implies somebody knows how they should handle a situation and they don't have to like weigh out what's going on. But this is about somebody having that choice coming back. Remember, we had the Four of Pentacles in the upright up here as well. So this is somebody, I think, kind of learning their lesson, maybe not 100% learning their lesson, but knowing that they need to do something and act on it quickly or it's not going to work, right? So the vibe I get off of this is somebody realizing they were the problem. Realizing that, because we have denial here, right? This is somebody kind of having that come to Jesus moment, like, am I the villain? Am I the trauma? You know, like, oh crap, okay, so I need to be working on something here. Star in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. This is saying, and perhaps this is an awareness of it, right? If not now, hopefully in the near future, we have somebody realizing that there wasn't a hope for healing this relationship because there was an unwillingness to do something in a different way. Somebody didn't want to change. Someone was really, stuck in their ways. And having lost this relationship or having gone through this breakup is causing someone to reassess the situation. Look at how he's checking that wand out. Come on, Christina, I know you want to make a joke. He's looking at that wand like, I don't know, I don't know if this will really get the job done. I think I need a bigger wand. I hope you guys like my ridiculous Minnesota accent. And so this Five of Cups is kind of looking back and realizing I was the problem. I could have solved this, but I chose not to. And as a result, this is like I have to accept the consequences of my actions or lack of actions, right? How's it going? Let's walk home. Is it already afternoon? No. It's 10:25 a.m. What you talking about? Yes, I agree, Lori. Ace of Swords in the reverse. That's Six of Pentacles again. So we had it up here, remember? Magician. Somebody was in denial. Somebody was unwilling to admit that they were the problem. Somebody didn't want to actually take the time to assess the situation, realize, hey, I could do something better here and improve upon this situation. And because somebody wasn't willing to be honest about what they needed to change, it's given me that the other person in the relationship was like, if you won't change, then I'm going to change. And that change was an end to a relationship. And whoever is the bounty hunter now who wants to come running after this love interest, I feel like the odds are kind of stacked against them because they took a little bit too long here to actually do something, right? I mean, does that mean that you are no longer in denial, Redbeard? Um, is it Flix? Hi, Flix. How are you doing? Um, what am I on? So I have a pretty set order. It should be in the description box. I updated it so that every time I post something, the description box will include the all signs order or the order I do my readings. So Cancer would be, we've got Gemini next, Libra, Pisces, Cancer. So I would guess I would get to the Cancer reading, what is it, Monday? Probably Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, but I'll try to make sure that I at least get the Gemini reading done today, maybe even Libra, so that we can try to get to that Cancer reading for you more readily. All right, we're going to get a little bit more information here for you with the Everyday Tarot. Did you see that? It was like moving around on me. I think we've got progress being made in terms of somebody identifying what is holding them back, what they need to be healing on or working on in order to be a more desirable partner. Oh my. Maybe for some of you, you needed this person to clean up their own messes. So, Chariot in the reverse, Hanged Man. Holy buckets. So yeah, somebody is working on what has kept them stagnant, realizing that they were not doing themselves any favor by trying to be in denial on what shortcomings they had, right? With the Two of Wands in the reverse, I feel like this is giving me accountability vibes, right? I don't know. I like brutally honest. Somebody had to admit that the thing that got in the way of this relationship was their inaction or their lack of accountability. So I think either you had a pretty honest conversation here and told them they were the problem, or they have basically had that conversation on their own. And what do we have here? Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands. You guys, this is like marriage proposal. So for some of you, you've had this breakup that was kind of drawn out or difficult. It could even be in the near future, things are finalized, but there's still love there. There's still emotion there. And it makes it difficult to really I think I would maybe say cauterize the wound, make it final, really move forward. And then some new love interest comes rushing in and you don't know how to make a decision. So you may get the offer of a lifetime here in terms of love and not really know how to handle it because there's still a little bit of a connection here, right? Because we still have this connected card, even though somebody is trying to distance themselves or heal from whatever this breakup was. Knight of Swords, very fast moving energy. Also often indicative of somebody who is bringing the truth to light. Two of Swords in the reverse. Clarity. Decisiveness. So if you were in a relationship with somebody that was wishy-washy, couldn't really freaking commit to what they wanted, or Nancy, I love you. Oh Lord. If you were dealing with somebody that was not decisive, not able to be, and that's totally what this Knight of Wands energy is, right? Somebody who can't really fully commit, somebody who is hot and cold or unreliable. You are going to see somebody else come into your life that has that reliability, that accountability, somebody who can have a mature conversation about what needs to change, and then they actually change it, you know? Why red beard? Do you know the twin? Oh, yeah. Oh, Voodoo, that makes me sad. I'm not your favorite anymore. Hi, Tori. How are you doing? You guys are great. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so the breakup might not feel finalized, or it may feel like there is unfinished business, but it doesn't necessarily feel that way to the other person, especially when another love interest enters the chat. Also, if you want to know how mature I am, I drink gummy bears. Very mature. I think you basically have a situation here where somebody fumbles you. Okay, they could have had you. They did have your love, but they didn't make the changes they needed to. They were in denial over what they were doing to slowly erode the foundation of this relationship. And then somebody else comes in because they recognize you as their wish fulfillment, and they make a long-term offer to you. They're serious. They know what they want, and they want you. And what does that do for the person that you broke up with? Karma, 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 carmelian. I don't know how to do that really, but karma. They have to sit there. They have a front row seat to you getting what you deserve. You getting a love that is mature like you. Somebody who knows how to take accountability and adjust accordingly because they don't want to lose you. So somebody's learning a lesson, and it's not a very pleasant one. I'm so glad to hear that, Tori. Voodoo, you might want to be careful asking such questions. How's it going, Patricia? Ooh, will you pick me up some French fries? No, Dr. Pepper. I bet it's really inexpensive at Costco. Oh, thank you, Leah. I appreciate it. I think you're pretty awesome too. So this 10 of Wands in the reverse is like basically whatever is kind of difficult for the person who didn't change is going to get more difficult. It's going to be a little bit more painful because they're going to probably have to witness somebody giving you what you deserve. Not a baby dick. I hope you guys enjoy that. I love it, Joanna. Strength and 7 of Wands in the reverse. Honestly, this makes me really proud of you because I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you have dispensed the guilt of leaving behind a relationship that was not equitable, or leaving behind a love that you still had love for, but wasn't willing to prioritize you. What's that line from Beyonce's song, Irreplaceable? So if I'm not your everything, how about I'll be nothing? That kind of sentiment, right? Like, I went out of my way to make you happy and be good to you, but you wouldn't do the littlest thing. You guys, this is going to be rife for inappropriate jokes all day long. Thank you, Nancy. You weren't willing to do the littlest thing to move the needle in terms of that equity and actually treat me the way that I deserve. So I'm removing myself from this relationship, hoping that you actually fix what you need to fix, but you take too long. And then somebody else comes in and says, hey, you know what? I want to be everything that you need. I want to be a good partner to you. I want to show you what true love should be like, right? You're so welcome, Flix. I think you were the one that said, I dig your style or something like that. And then you did like the pound, and that was pretty great. Made me smile. Let's walk home. Best emoji comment ever. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. If you noticed, I kind of like tiptoed around the word needle because I figured that was going to be a joke too. Oh no, Nancy, can we be best friends, please? I feel like you are one of the funniest people ever. There was one time, no, I shouldn't tell this story. I'm not going to tell you what the password was, but there was one time I needed to get like corporate assistance from my, corporate IT office because my password wasn't working. I had tried to change it, and in one system it was taking the old password, and the other it was taking the new password. So I didn't know how to handle this. And so I probably shouldn't have, but I accidentally said what my password was to the IT person that was trying to like troubleshoot the situation. And there was this like pregnant pause. They were like judging me because it was not an appropriate password, but it's a password. I shouldn't have to tell anybody what that means, I just kind of outed myself on that. And I kind of wish that they'd made fun of me, but they probably only did behind my back. Anyways, we have somebody here who has gained strength and perseverance, and they know they know that the person they have left in the past did not do right by them. They didn't lift a finger when they needed to make a change to keep you. And as a result, they don't get to keep this love. Instead, they will watch somebody else do right by you. And hopefully that is the final push they need to really work on whatever that shadow work is, right? Mountain girl, I know you're lying to me. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. They didn't put in the work, so they're going to learn the lesson in a less than desirable way. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. 9 of Pentacles in the upright is somebody who is single and making it work on their own, right? Oh, you're not? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I triggering you? Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who's off the market, somebody who isn't single. And especially since we have this Ace of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands, this is telling me you're not going to be single for long. And this person who lost you is going to, I think, realize that they have actually fully lost you. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Biggest loss you could imagine. This is somebody who feels like you are the one that got away, that they will never meet somebody like you. 3 of Pentacles. This is somebody who could try to find a way to stay in your life because they cannot be your partner. So this could be somebody who is kind of arguing for being able to be in your life, even though they're not, oh no, even though they're not able to be in your life the way that they want. So I didn't grab all the cards. We have 10 of Swords in the reverse, 4 of Cups, and 10 of Cups. Getting over a difficult betrayal or disappointment and realizing that you need to reject an offer or break up with somebody leads to getting the love that you actually do deserve. This is knowing your self-worth, acknowledging that somebody hasn't done the change that they needed to, and then calling in somebody who has done the work. So 10 of Cups, that's like serious happiness right there. All right, let's do some clarification with the Morgan Greer. Sorry if you guys can hear, they're working on a roof across the street, so hopefully that's not distracting you. It's probably more problematic that I keep stopping mid-reading to make silly jokes, but I think you guys like that. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. I feel like, you would know better than I think. But I feel like, Moungra, there's probably a pretty good chance that the lessons are not done yet for that person. And my sense is you've done the work on your end and you're about to get somebody that knows how to treat you. And the person that you had this breakup with is going to end up realizing they've lost you. But you know better than I do. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. A new beginning, a dream coming true. This is you getting what you deserve, getting a relationship that is on your level, and somebody realizing that no matter how much work they put in now, they will never get you back. A little bit depressing, but that's the reality of the situation for this person. The Chariot. Remember, we had the Chariot in the reverse over here. So this is somebody being able to move forward and bring about change in their life that they want because they were strong enough, with the Strength card, strong enough to let go of a relationship that was codependent or not moving forward, right? Okay, I'm glad, Patricia. Good, good. What else do we have? Nine of Cups. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. We had that right here as well. We've got a lot of 10s in the reverse. 10 of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. 10 of Swords in the reverse. We have 10 of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Wands in the reverse. So it feels to me like there's definitely kind of like a sense of maybe we'll get the world to come out at some point. Like there's an end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. A new love life, I think. Hi there, Debbie. How are you doing? Oh, Christina. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Joanna. You're amazing. Have a nice day, Tori. We have the Four of Wands and like every other card because I dropped them. Temperance in the reverse as well. All right, this is a lot of information, you guys. Let's see what else we got down here. Oof-da. Okay. So there's definitely a sense here that somebody, what is it? Okay, so this came out like last week. I think I was talking about that Janet Jackson song, You Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. Somebody's realizing now that they didn't take this seriously. They didn't make the changes they knew they should have, and now they would probably give just about anything to try time travel back to that, be able to make those changes for you and still have you, but they didn't benefit from that lesson until you were gone. Now that they didn't do what they were supposed to, they're really feeling that void, right? I love it, Debbie. I'm sure you're a great multitasker, though. Redbeard, are you interested? Thank you, Lori. So, yeah, I think we've got somebody realizing they have lost what they really wanted because of inaction and unwillingness to take accountability. So we've got Temperance in the reverse and Four of Wands. Not being able to bring balance to the situation led to, I think, your energy, or you specifically, seeking out a way to create a stable foundation on your own. So in other words, for a lot of you, this is feeling like a feminine or a masculine energy let you down. So you had to kind of balance out your own energy. And for feminine energies, be your own masculine energy. For masculine energy, be your own feminine energy, right? Whatever you were lacking in your partner, you built up on your own. So you solved the problem by being that great love for yourself. This is probably not the best example, but what's coming to mind is pretty sure it was a Wendy Williams show with the fabulous Cardi B. I think Wendy asks Cardi B, so are you in love with anybody right now? And I believe it was during one of those hiatus where she wasn't dating, God, what's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. Whoever is Cardi B's baby daddy. And because she was alone, you can kind of see like this second where she's thinking like, oh, that's kind of a difficult question. But then she goes, yeah, myself. Oh, like she just flips it on its head and is like, I'm in love with myself. I don't need another person. I have become who I need. Offset. Thank you, Debbie. It was right on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't remember because, I don't really care about Offset, but whatever. And I thought that was such a great clip because kind of like reminiscent of Cher. I think she was on the Sally Jesse Raphael show and she was asked, or maybe it was Oprah, what do you think of men? Or like, do we need men? And Cher's response was like, for what? Iconic, right? The idea being no matter who you are, no matter how you identify as far as your gender, you can be everything that you need. It might get a little bit exhausting after a while, and you might really want to have that partner, but you do have the ability to level up and be that person that you need all on your own, right?